Good afternoon, all. In yesterday lecture, we have learned with the growth as well as metabolism, right? So, continue with the next point. See, yesterday we have learned with the metabolic process. So, metabolic process means anabolic plus catabolic process. So you remember that anabolic process is constructive process, means something is formed there. Anabolic process is constructive, means formative process. Fine, means during the anabolic process something is constructed. Whereas catabolic process is destructive process, means something is breakdown. Fine, this point is remaining there. Fine, so anabolic process is constructive, that is formative, whereas catabolic process is destructive, means something is breakdown there. And that's why yesterday we have learned that the complex mechanism is converted into simplest form, and here simple components are converted into complex form. Now, few points related to growth. Irreversible. Irreversible increasing size and weight, or we say that mass of an organism is known as growth. Fine. So growth is irreversible. Once growth occurs, then it is not reversed. Now here, the growth occurs due to two substances. See, growth occurs due to, now I am talking about the two types of growth. Intrinsic growth and extrinsic growth. I am talking about that one. So here, growth occurs due to two substances. Protoplasmic growth means, see, we don't have learned that the structure of the cell. But cell has protoplasm. One thing I will clear you. Protoplasm is nothing but the cytoplasm and nucleoplasm. Okay? So you know that basically the structure of the cell. So in the cell, center side nucleus is there. So inside the cell, the fluid proportion, inside the cell, the fluid portion is then known as cytoplasm, and inside the nucleus, the fluid portion is known as nucleoplasm. So the total amount of total fluid is present in whole cell, that is cytoplasm plus nucleoplasm, is known as protoplasm. So protoplasmic substance can produce within the cell in cytoplasm and nucleus. Protoplasmic substances are produced in the cytoplasm as well as nucleus. So it is responsible for intrinsic growth. So intrinsic growth is nothing but inside the growth occurs. Right? So we say that due to the increase in the cytoplasm, due to increase in the size of the organelle, I hope you understand that organelle means the mitochondria, chloroplast, fine, lysosome, like that some organelles are present there. Remaining other organelles we will learn in the 8th chapter in detail about that. Fine. So here, due to more production of the cytoplasm as well as nucleus, it is responsible for intrinsic growth. Fine. Whereas in the apoplasmic substances means outside of the cell, produce outside of the cell. For example, cell wall. So you know that the plant consists cell wall. The cell wall is the outermost layer present in the plant cell. Fine. So due to the cell wall, extrinsic growth occurs. So the substance which are produced outside of the cell, it is responsible for extrinsic growth, that is outside. Fine. So there are two types of growth occurs here. So everything about the metabolic process and growth, here it is completed. Let us discuss with the next character, that is reproduction. If I will ask you the question that what is reproduction, so just immediately you give the answer. Sir, any organism can able to produce the new organism. But here, if you give this type of the definition, it is wrong. Here, the main important word comes that it is maturity. So, at maturity, this is very important word, because see, if the small plant is there, so that plant cannot able to reproduce. Why? Because it is immature plant. So what you say that maturity in the plant? So in maturity means in the plant means that the plant is mature and able to produce the flower. So as you know that in the flower, androecium or stamen, that is male reproductive organ, and gynoecium, that is carpel or pistil, that is female reproductive organs, are mature. So you know that the stamen produce the pollen grain and the pistil consists the ovum. So when pollen grain is released and ovum become mature, at that time only there is a chance of the reproduction there. So think about that, if the flower is not generated, then there is no chance of the fertilization. Fine? So that is known as maturity. So similarly, in animals, the organs become mature. In animals, the organ become mature means, if we are thinking about the human being, so in the human being, the testes become mature and able to produce the sperms, and in female, ovaries become mature and produce the ovum. And if the mature sperm and mature ovum are released, then they are able to fertilize. So each and every organism have to reach its maturity level, and then after reaching to their maturity level, they are able to reproduce. The new organism resemble to them, look like them. Fine, that is known as reproduction. So at maturity, an organism is able to reproduce or you say that to generate new organism resemble to them. Fine, resemble to them means look like them or similar to them. So at maturity it is very very important. What is the importance of the reproduction? Significance or importance of the reproduction is that the organism can able to reproduce the new organism, so dead organism can be replaced, and any type of the organism can maintain its existence on the earth. See, on the earth, the organism which can adapt the atmosphere. Yes, later on I can discuss about that adaptation, but up to right now I can give the little bit information about the adaptation to so this is about the reproduction. So here, due to reproduction, new organism is formed and it is replaced to dead organism. So due to the adaptation, previously I told to you that adaptation means the organism can receive the changing in the environment, can accept it. For example, we adapt to the environment slowly. Just for example, from any seasonal changes. So from winter to the summer season. So in winter season, low temperature is there. So in between the winter and summer, find little bit changes in the temperature. So gradually we accept the little bit high temperature, and now we are ready for the summer season. So that is known as adaptation. So the organism which adapt to the environment and able to reproduce, that is only existed on the earth. Otherwise, you know that rare list is there. Red list in that extincted animals or organisms are going to be extincted, or the organism which is nearer to the existence, find very nearer to the existence. This many types are there in the red list. Fine. So reproduction in that, you remember that maturity word is very, very important. So in unicellular organism, reproduction is synonyms to the growth. That you know it very well. That in unicellular organism, the reproduction is also known as growth. Now, in multicellular organism, it is the one type of the character. Just for example, yeast is reproduced by sporulation. You know that sporulation, fission, budding, fine. Sporulation, fission, budding, fragmentation, all are the types of the asexual reproduction. So here the animal can able to reproduce by sexually as well as asexually, as well as the power of regeneration also. So here I can stop now. Fine. Remaining thing we will discuss in the next lecture.